The pigs must be flying because it's reported that Nicki Minaj has called it quits on her rivalry with Cardi B and is giving Cardi's ex-husband Offset the worst kind of shade. Since Nicki and Cardi have been big ops for as long as anybody can remember, nobody could have predicted this turmoil. Though it seemed unlikely that these two would ever get over their differences, it appears that Cardi's departure from Offset may have been the indication that Nicki needed to make an effort to mend their friendship. She has always had problems with Cardi, but they didn't really get into it until last year or so, when Offset got into a messy situation with Nicki Petty's husband, Kenneth Petty, which resulted in him being placed under house arrest. Not only is she openly supporting Cardi, but she also publicly attacked Offset, calling him out for stealing from her. You are all aware that Nicki is not fond of anyone pursuing her men. The drama began, however, when a video of Kenneth and his pals outside yelling for Offset and threatening to jump him if they saw him outside went viral. However, when Kenneth threatened to sully Offset, things became even worse.
Offset, where you at? That's it. I just spin that shit. Them niggas out. Go Kanye. No, it's shot, man. No, it's shot, yeah. We outside. Big two outside. Big Queens, right? Yeah.
Money, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Shot, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
You don't know. They said you don't know.
Sure.
We're at vacation.
Yeah.
We're planning your funeral.
Yeah.
All the way to the street. Let's play. What's up?
We'll meet you there.
Arranging for your funeral. Yes, up to the street in full. I see. It's terrible enough that you guys pull to anything like this on an ordinary day. Doing it, though, when you're under probation. That is just very foolish. People didn't take long to pull him and get dirty by bringing up Cardi without any justification. Naturally, Nicki became entangled in the situation as well, and Kenneth became so enraged about Nicki and Offset that he decided to spill the tea by disclosing private communications between them, which led to a brief altercation. The text claims that Offset DMs Kenneth, requesting that he pull over and said, "Where you located? You old men and females business with no money for war. Don't post me either since you a gangster, right? You live in Charlotte too?" Kenneth replied, "I'm outside heavy. Ain't hiding from no man, especially no rap man. I'm outside gangster. Shut the F up, man. You ain't even getting no get back to them guys killing your people." I'll set them reply, "You a grown man talking ish about a woman. You're a pig. You guys too old and don't be outside. And also, you can think what you think, but you broke and ain't far from me catching already. I'm not gonna say ish else to you online. I ain't hiding my man, get in line." Off clap back saying, "Get some money." You guys aren't that broke. Offset persisted, even though he was just one divorce away from becoming a broke boy. Goofiness? You men ain't standing on no business or no money. You broke. I can tell, goofy man. When he brought up Takeoff's murder, Kenneth then delivered a below-the-belt blow, saying, "Use that money to get them men that killed your partner, my G. That's gangstar." They continued to talk trash and dare one other to pull up, and you guys should have seen them. Then Kenneth and his group made the decision to confront Offset and truly made an appearance. We don't know what transpired between them to cause Offset DM Kenneth to appear out of nowhere or the reason they were so heated, but there are rumors that something happened at the VMAs that we were unaware of. And as I mentioned, it all makes sense because Offset's unexpected DMs to Kenneth were unexpected. Well, surprise, surprise, Kenneth's video threatening Offset went viral. He had numerous issues with the parole board as a result, and he was given a 4-month house arrest sentence. In the company of someone with a criminal record, Kenneth was caught on camera threatening to harm a specific person, according to the court filings. Because of this, the probation officer thinks that enrolling him in the location monitoring program will enable more effective supervision, restrict his travels, impose consequences for his non-compliance, and perhaps even inspire him to consider and reassess his place in the community. You're not the ones instructing him to go sit in a corner and consider what he did. However, Monchel was undoubtedly far from a corner. The letter continued by pleading with the court to order Kenneth Petty to take part in a home confinement program, which might involve GPS electronic monitoring, for a maximum of 120 days. Kenneth probably had no idea that he would wind up having a monitor strapped to his ankle when he brazenly boasted about being strapped. Kenneth overplayed his hand there, as evidenced by the fact that he not only violated his parole conditions, but also had the audacity to boast about it publicly on the internet. He was exposed, of course, and the internet made them seem foolish. At this point, Nicki intervened and suggested that Offset had been lying to CBS and the police about her family, which is why the police had surrounded her home with guns. As she wrote, 2 times my home was surrounded by large guns. This person wanted a family with a 2-year-old to be shot at, yet nothing on any blog. This same person made a false claim to CPS when you have snitches in high places of the music industry who don't want you to win, but realize they can't stop you because God's anointing in my life is very real. Funny how this person hasn't been found, mentioned, arrested, nada. She also wrote, can't call the cops every time you flop, just saying. And a child who's done nothing to anyone but bring joy. You're gonna get the brakes beaten off you. Ain't reading comments. Don't give a F about them. So knock yourself out. Show this to them, write it down, take a picture. Try to stop, be amazed. What'd I do? I stepped on them. Best dressed according to Vogue, body smoking. It appears that Nicki and Offset have been embroiled in a personal feud for some time now, and all of that is a result of her ongoing feud with Cardi. Furthermore, based on her apparent complete support of Cardi in this Offset-Cardi divorce, it appears that she detests him more than she does Cardi. She not only openly backed Cardi, but she also called Offset out, accusing him of taking advantage of Cardi. For those who are unaware, Cardi and Offset filed for divorce a few days ago. According to an insider, they've grown apart. That's what drove her to this decision more than anything else. This is something she wants to do. Cardi's main priority is obtaining primary custody of their 2 children. They both have been trying to figure out what their future looks like for a while now. It's not something that happened overnight. They've both been on the same page. There wasn't pushback. They've grown apart, and that feeling has gotten stronger over time. It's become unavoidable. She has no ill will towards him. She's wishing him the best. She's not going into this next season of her life with any beef or any drama. She wants everything to be very peaceful. As if that weren't messy enough, Carrie also revealed that she is expecting their 3rd child together, a boy. She posted a pregnancy announcement via Instagram saying, with every ending comes a new beginning. I am so grateful to have shared this season with you. You have brought me more love, more life, and most of all, renewed my power. Reminded me that I can have it all. You've reminded me that I never have to choose between life, love, and my passion. I love you so much and cannot wait for you to witness what you helped me accomplish, what you pushed me to do. It's so much easier taking life's twists and turns and tests laying down, but you, your brother, and your sister have shown me why it's worth it to push through. Being in this situation is difficult, and Nicki recently expressed her love for Cardi on Twitter by writing, "Stop beating up on yourself. Handle it gently." We all assumed Nicki was going to make fun of Cardi's personal situation and disparage her, so it was kind of nice to see her offering assistance. She was supporting Cardi, of course, but she was also exposing Offset for being a leech and only hanging out with Cardi for power and money. To be honest, we were all able to guess this. As you can see, Offset hasn't been generating as much money since the Migos broke up, even though he was a huge earner when the group was together. Just 70,000 copies of his previous album, Set It Off, were sold in its first week. Following the breakup of the Migos, Offset was no longer truly being checked for. However, Cardi made every effort to put him on, insisting that he be added to her McDonald's contract and landing him a part in the Baby Shark film, despite the fact that the producers were only interested in her and the kids. As said by an insider, Cardi made most of the money for the family. She's all about saving and investing. Offset is about spending wildly. So while they both made a lot of money during the marriage, most of the money they have now is Cardi's. And by most, I mean like 95% of it. And it's not just money that Cardi has, it's real estate. They own a home in Atlanta where Cardi and the children stay, and they have a home in New Jersey where Cardi's mother stays. She's getting both of those homes. Without Cardi's money, Offset is nowhere near as wealthy as he or portrays. That man spends money like water, and he's not even hot like that anymore. Watch what that life ends up looking like without Cardi. It is utterly depraved of you to cheat on someone every 3 business days while simultaneously using them for money and power at that mature age. And that Cardi eventually made the decision to leave him and end that troubled marriage has relieved fans. Fans reacted to it in droves, posting comments that said, "However, what are your thoughts on this?" Does Nicki appear to be backing Cardi and exposing herself at the same time? After viewing this following video, please let us know what you think and leave a comment below.